I mean, again, I don't want to do the both sides because that's just not true. One side is worse than the other, objectively speaking, and that's a big problem that we have culturally too, is thinking like, oh, but these are both crazy people. It's like I really don't believe that, especially not in this moment. One side's disappearing people, and one side wants children to have health care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's equivalent. And maybe at different times, even the first Trump administration, I could maybe humor that argument, but we're past that. Yep. And so earlier it was just like, yeah, I think people will listen to me because we do have a lot in common. A lot of stand-up comics happened the last couple years to have some of the dumbest opinions on earth, and they are my friends. And I'm like, all right, guys, can we talk about this?
Comedian Stavros Halkias, who had this great bit.
I hope I haven't offended any Elon Musk reply guys. Elon, please, Doge, pump it. My wife is going to leave me. I believed in you, please, sir. That guy sucks as well, by the way. It's so funny. He didn't do shit. He just bought. He didn't make the car. You know that, right? He just bought. He bought into the company. He just like his family had emerald money from like just whipping. He's from like the most racist country there is. You know what I mean? Like South Africans are just Danish people that like were like, America's not racist enough. We're gonna go. Why get slaves and bring them? Let's go straight to the source. That's what South Africa is. That's where he's from.
On a damn trillionaire.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw!
Like Elon Musk.
His family just made a bunch of money off emerald mines, and then he bought into other people's successful companies. And then I'll give him credit. The technology he knows about is hair plugs, right? Those look awesome. You know what I mean? I gotta hand it to my boy Elon on that one. Have you seen that one picture where he looks like Nosferatu? He's just like, the man looks good. The plugs look good. I'll give him credit for that. But everything else he can on.
Thus, when he appeared on the New York Times' Popcast, he kept going in on some of the most bad faith members within the comedic space. Here's more.
That's the thing that was tough. It's like, dude, I know you haven't tried hard to make this joke work. Try to make it work without it. Just for 3 months, try to make it work without a slur, right? And it's like, oh, who cares if you couldn't say, like, you're not martyrs. Lenny Bruce actually went to jail for the, you know what I mean? Like we want to pretend we have victim. Like, it's so funny because a lot of times it was so hypocritical because these are people who are like, oh, that guy's being a victim or whatever. It's like, that's the biggest victim mentality of all time. I can't say a couple slurs and now it's like that's the thing that I didn't get is like, as a comic,
right?
Don't you want to be good enough that you can take over, that you can
get away, like,
because that is how I saw it.
No crutch. Yeah. If you're good enough, you can get away with it.
Totally.
And this convo keeps getting brought up throughout the years because comedians played a pivotal role in securing the second go-around, the second Trump administration that we are dealing with right now. And what also just strikes a nerve with me is seeing how Joe Rogan and many others will basically throw their hands up and be like, wow, when they're presented news, wow, that's terrible. I can't believe that's happening. When y'all co-signed it, that is exactly what you did. And for others, they just see right through it.
It's tough now because the podcasters have become just actors for the politicians, right? They don't challenge them. They just like, yeah, that's cool, right? And that I don't want to do. So I don't. This is my problem also with comedians. They became experts and podcasters. No offense, but Jesus Christ. You're just a comedian. And by the way, that's my defense of them. You're just a comedian. Yeah. They're just comedians.
Because they help them win elections. Not just with Trump, but also down ballot, too. Republicans control the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. A lot of it having to do with far-right comedians. And if they're not far-right, oh, they certainly played their part.
You know, they thought that their fight was really about free speech, which wasn't on a constitutional basis. So the entire premise of we're being denied our free speech was based in the active kind of movement of democracy to move forward. They're sort of like, come on, it's just words. You can't play Lenny Bruce anymore when the intention is not what Lenny Bruce was trying to do. Lenny with the word thing that he did, was striving for equality in it, where they're just saying like, it's fun to say these words. And like, I don't know how they know I don't mean it. It's like, but that's the real issue is normalizing the language again. And, Rogan and Hinchcliffe and, just a lot of these people just locked into this anti-woke thing. But now, the government, which is for all practical, good intents and purposes, is an authoritarian government, and we have a fairly dominant fascistic culture. Yeah. So they're using the same language, which is anti-woke, to dismantle all progressive institutions. And, whether you like it or not, or whether that's not what you signed up for, you tied yourself to that horse. But this is the reality, is that, democracy was squashed because of, the policy now of using anti-woke to dismantle the liberal democratic state is something you didn't shut up about.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't the same thing. Well, I just wanted to say the art. Yeah, so that's who I'm talking about. And look, I think a lot of them were just like wanted to land on the side where they could earn a living.
I brought this up before, and I believe it came from a David Cross clip. But a lot of these comedians reflect the times. I view this, within the same, it's, subjective and complex, but under the same umbrella as just art overall, and how music will reflect the times and sports will reflect the times and comics will reflect the times. Tony Hinchcliffe, Joe Rogan, Shane Gillis to a degree, and many others will not be remembered fondly. They will be remembered as cowardly figures who helped secure fascism, send it into full swing, potentially cancel elections, and also see stormtroopers, likely militia members, cosplaying as stormtroopers, invading our cities, even though they say it's about the border when they are thousands of miles away from it. They will be remembered for manufacturing consent, so people lose their TPS, their temporary protected status, and now have to wear ankle monitors. I thought they loved freedom, but apparently not for black folks from Haiti. They will not be remembered fondly. I have to reiterate this, because when we look back on this time, they will be blamed, and there will be no redemption story, because a lot of them will probably be long gone. Tony Hinchcliffe, I have no idea what people see in him. I truly do not. Try watching a Joe Rogan stand-up on Netflix or wherever you may watch. You are not going to fall out of your chair. You're going to think, wow, this guy actually played his cards really well, securing contract after contract, big payday after big payday with Spotify, whose CEO not only does he likely have on speed dial, but also is within that same far-right circle of how they benefit from fascism. Daniel Ek used taking advantage of musicians in order to get into drone and military equipment. Where do you think that stuff is being used or going to be used? Against you. Joe Rogan is laughing to the bank. He is in the top 1%, 2% within the country and within the world. And he thinks all of this is just a big joke. And then when he's pressed against his own views, he downplays it. He falls for AI slop. He has the mind of a boomer with the comedic slants of a never was. It is sad to see our country go in this direction at the hands of some of the worst bad faith actors that we have seen. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.